No, that's what one of the viewers asked. So let's talk about that, dating in Atlanta. Everybody seems to think that dating in Atlanta is hard. Um, I think dating everywhere. Well, no, I won't say dating everywhere is hard, but I will say dating in metropolitan cities are hard. Because it's based on the culture of the city. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm not gonna say the city. I would. I mean, and that's not to disagree with you because I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that in this day and age of technology, it's hard because you could be sitting up there dating somebody in a whole nother state and or city, all from your phone.
True, but I think it's okay. That's true, but it's also the type of environment that is created. Like, because I know right now, if I moved back home, right? If I moved back home to the small town that I'm from, I could. It's true. I could get no, and it's not. It's not, and it has nothing to do with that. It just has something to do with the culture of how we are back home.
Because they ain't got nothing else to do.
No, we have
They
plenty
don't even
to
have
do.
a Walmart.
What does Walmart? So that's something to do going to Walmart.
Absolutely, I'm going when I leave here.
But no, it's just the culture of that where we grew up. It's a small town. We have it's different morals, different standings, different way of doing things. And where I'm from, marriage and family is big, and that's something that you do. But here and in larger cities, there's so many other things to do, and the dating culture is to have multiple things and people to do. Like that's what the culture is.
Yeah.
And so when you're in a culture of a city that has that, you really have to date on purpose, honestly, and intentionally. You have to know what your reason for dating is and connect with people who are dating for the same reason that you are. So you can't spend time with people who don't have that. Let me tell you the one thing that has to happen when you're in the city. You have to be okay with going through them fools. Like, go through them, because you're going to have to go through a couple to get to who you need to get to.
Right.
Unfortunately, because there are so many people, there's so many you have to get through to get to the right one. You're gonna meet a bunch of people. So it's not that it's really hard, more so than it's more work to get to what you need to get to. You have to be more intentional, right? And be more purpose about what it is that you want. And when you're that, you have to make some decisions that, okay, I'm cutting this off when it doesn't make sense. We like to try to make stuff stick. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what I want to ask you when it comes to dating and intentional and having all of these options and things like that, microwavable society.
Yes.
Everybody wants something quick, fast, and in a hurry. So do you think that's something that attributes to a lot of relationships not necessarily lasting? Because, the 90-day rule 15, 20 years ago ain't that 90-day rule now.
No. And that's because nobody implements, and I don't want to say.
Hold on. Back then, 90 days was we're gonna get to know each other. We're gonna date.
Absolutely,
we're gonna,
absolutely.
all this other stuff, and then 90 days later, you may get in these draws. But now, 90 days, like we get to know each other, and then 90 days later, you're moving in.
Right, because everything is so fast. No people, and that's why the divorce rate is so high now, because nobody takes time in a time where everything you can get is so instant. People have forgotten how to take time to grow and cultivate and develop things. They think that you're supposed to just buy it off the shelf and it works instantly. And that's not how it goes. You don't do that with, like I tell people, you don't do that with cars. You don't do that with your career. You don't do that with anything that you're making a real choice about that's going to make a difference. So you shouldn't do that in your love life. You have to treat your love life the same way, because the person that you're going to be with affects your health, your way you think, the way you move. It just affects your whole life. Your mental, it does. So you have to deal with people who can pour into you the way that you need to. So you can't do that off of some instant feeling, some instant gratification. You have to be doing things on purpose. You have to be doing things intentionally. The same way you want to lose weight, it takes time. You have to cut carbs and, exercise and do all these different things. When you decide that's something you want to do, you do that with intention. You have to do that the same thing in your dating life. You have to be like, you know what? I'm tired of these jokers right here. And I know what I don't want. And as soon as somebody displays something that you don't want, you can let them, you can be kind at first if you want to and let them know, hey, I really don't like that. If that doesn't change it's about them, you need to go ahead and let them go. It's okay to go to till through some of these folks. You're going to have to do that so you can get to the person that you need to be. She's usually on the other side of 21. Like, you may have to go through 21 folks. I'm sorry. They're usually on the other side of 21. And it's just what it is. It's like the magic number. Did you just
make that up?
No, I've been saying this forever. They're on the other side of 21. It's your first I heard it. I said it when I was on the show with Kelvin. Hey, Kelvin Troy. I said it when I was on the show. But usually you have to, the thing is being able to date. And stop making y'all date y'all man all of a sudden. Like, date. The first dude you date is not your dude. Like, get to date somebody else after him and then see if that's your dude. I mean, y'all get this dude and y'all be cute with him and be like, oh, I really like this. Man, date one more person after that. I mean, seriously, because early on, everything feel good.
Yeah.
And you start to see some things. And if
Still
you don't...
that new car smell.
Yeah, but if you don't date another one, some of the habits that one you've been dealing with, you'll start to stay with that just because that's the only option you have. So I'm a believer in dating a couple. I just am. No, just a couple to try them on. Like, if I want some jeans, these might not fit the way I want to. But they fit, but they got that gap right here. And I'm trying to make them fit. But I got the other jean that fit. Lift my booty and my hip, that one, the one that fit.
Give you that confidence.
Yes, give me that confidence.
And that other one fit like Mom J.
All over my stomach and stuff. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But we have to be more intentional. And you know what? We have to teach our children to be more intentional in the same realm, because they're examples of dating in the music industry, and what they see on TV and all this music and stuff is horrible. So trying to pass that along, like, we have to be examples to our kids of what love looks like outside of what this music says. So you are the example for how your children love. Yes. Yeah, or what your children accept. Because if you accept a joker, low down, dirty, rotten, nobody's gonna do nothing. She will too. You taking a break? Mm-hmm. All right, we're taking a break and come back and see what Q talking about. It's Stingray Radio Show. We be back, y'all.
Shauna, I miss you. Are you cooking right now?
So
I'm about to
when
come
you end
back.
the show, the Ryan FM show is next out of New York.
Okay.
So his show is live next up. You guys know.
The Ryan FM show.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget that. I have to hold up a Ryan FM show.
Yeah, Ryan FM show. He's like EPMD, Mr. Cheeks. He got all the good boys.
Mr. Cheeks.
Oh.
Cheeks on.
Dating is tough, you guys, but I'm telling you, listen, if y'all get no more boyfriends, I swear, y'all think I'm playing. No More Boyfriends is really a good guide to getting the love you want. I've not only have I done the research, I've actually understood through my own relationships what some of the things and some of the mistakes that I made, and that's why I did the book. It's got some stories, but it also has some things that you need to do, and everything starts with you. Everything starts with you, and that's the first thing you have to be solid first. You cannot date until you're solid. If you're not together, then you'll start dating people that you're trying to piece to make you be somebody or make you feel a way. You have to be together. You'll start getting these people who aren't good for you. They're just filling a spot right then. So the best thing for you to be is together before you start dating. And then the second thing you have to do is know what you're dating for. Once you know what you're dating for, what happens is you don't date for anything else. So if you know you're dating intentionally and you get with somebody who's not, you just won't entertain that thing. You'll be like, you know what, I'm good, we're good, but we don't want the same things. And be okay with finding out what the person wants. Like, we feel like it's a problem for us to discuss our wants with somebody.
Should come on after this.
Yeah, I mean, we do. We feel like it's a problem, and it's not. Anybody that sees what you need as a problem is the problem. So you have to go ahead and let them go.
Oh.
So, I mean, just be okay with wanting what you want and being smart about it and moving in a way that produces that. And sometimes that's gonna have some alone time, and that's okay. You need that alone time. You're being produced. They're being produced. Like it's a lot of stuff that's going on in that time.
What's the age range?
So there.
Alive.
Did that fool say alive?
Oh
no. I mean.